Two ex-Beatles each managed a pair of solo singles that made number 25 in the charts. And through poll power, you've chosen this song for me to listen to out of those four. Which song? I just told you. This song from George Harrison. Hey, welcome to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. Recently, I did indeed do a poll in two parts, one where you simply picked which Beatle we'd listen to, and can I just say I thought it might be close, but it absolutely wasn't. George absolutely slaughtered Paul. Wow. Anyhow, poll 2 was then to choose between George's songs, When We Were Fab from 87 to Cloud 9, or this song from 33 and a third in 1976. And again, the win was resounding. And your choice seems like a good one to me. I love George, but I really don't know very much of his solo work at all, beyond All Things Must Pass. And this song, I'll stop doing that, I promise. This song is one I've not heard before, and seems at the very least an interesting one, as we shall see. May potentially prove to be a bit of a neglected gem. Time will tell. So this was the album's first single, but it wasn't its most successful. The follow-up, Crackerjack Palace, actually made the top 20. And the song, I can't stop it, can I? It hasn't appeared on any of George's solo compilations, for whatever reason, I do not know. So I won't give you the full wiki background, but suffice to say that it sprang out of the somewhat infamous court case where George was sued for copyright infringement, with My Sweet Lord deemed a rip-off of the Chiffons' He's So Fine. I'm sure you know that story. If not, information is available elsewhere on the internet. So we're promised an up-tempo piano-based track with a cameo from a Monty Python member, fiery sax from the great Tom Scott, and some inventive lyrics in a song a little over 4 minutes long. So it all sounds promising on paper, but let's find out what we actually think of it now. Lee Preston on the piano and organ, I understand. I think that was Eric Idle, but I couldn't actually make out what he was saying. Yeah, I'll take that one. All right. The song, George Harrison, and yeah, um, very playful of George. And I mean, obviously, it wasn't a happy time for him going through that court case, and it was probably a bit ridiculous. And he was probably a bit unlucky with that whole plagiarism deal going on. But that he got this one out of it is at least one small bonus. So yeah, musically, Billy Preston's dual role on piano and organ is amazing and drives the song. And the drums are great as well. Alvin Taylor is not a name I'm that familiar with, but seems he's got a pretty decent resume, as some might say. And Willie Weeks on bass. But yeah, otherwise, the sax from Tom Scott lived up to the billing. Great solo from him. He was the co-producer on this album as well, or assistant producer, depending on which source you read. Probably amounts to much the same thing. Anywho, yeah, there's some clever lyrics in here, and some of them are quite specific to the case. Um, the song ain't black or white, and as far as I know, don't infringe on anyone's copyright. Um, and the line, apparently, this tune has nothing bright about it, is a reference to the fact that it was Bright Tunes who owned the copyright to He's So Fine, um, and were the ones sewing his pants off. And yeah, my expert tells me it's okay, as this song came to me unknowingly. Well, don't all songs do that? I don't know. I've never written one. Yeah. Anyway, clever song. Well done. I can kind of see why it wasn't a bigger hit. I did like the dynamics of it and how it's sort of slow to a pause and then burst back into life a few times. And George has never been my favourite vocalist, but he does the job. And as I say, the lyrical content is smart. And yeah, Eric Idle was on there saying something. Let me refer to the Wikipedia page on that because I really couldn't make out what it was. Other voices interject, disagreeing over whether the song sounds more like I Can't Help Myself or Fontella Bass's Rescue Me. And that was Eric Idle, they say, providing the rat bag interjections about the song's originality. It was a very recognizable Monty Python Eric Idle voice, but yeah, I couldn't actually, on the first listen, make out what he was actually saying. So that didn't add an awful lot for me. You know, a fun little bit of extra connection between George and the Pythons. This is, of course, before George went on to basically fund the life of Brian. Um, yeah. Anywho, good tune. So thanks to you for voting this one in on the polls. And if you weren't involved in those polls, make sure you're checking out the posts page on the channel because there will be things on there from time to time that you can vote in and have a say on what comes on the channel. And yeah, there might be one there now. There might not be. That is pretty much the only options available. But yeah, uh, good choice, and both in terms of Beatle and of song from that Beatle. Oh yes, by the way, speaking of voting in polls, if you subscribe to the channel, why wouldn't you do that anyway? You're more likely to see when a new post comes up, whether it's about a poll or a new live stream or whatever else is going on the channel, which is always very, very exciting. So don't miss out. Do it now. And I will say thank you very much for watching today and bye for now, but I really hope not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.